Welcome, everyone, to Talented Universe on this 17th day of August in 2026. We have a wonderful guest from the Ark with us today. But first, I'm going to introduce Marcia, and she's going to go ahead and introduce our guest. And thank you.
Hi, everybody. I'm indeed here from Northeast Florida and really happy to have who has become a super fan favorite of the Ark, Díana Bermudez. Hi, welcome back.
Hello. Thank you. It's great to be back. It's very exciting. Season three. Oof, a
Can
lot has
you
happened already.
believe? Wow.
Yeah.
These and your character, we all know you as Kimi Joma,
hmm
has
Yes.
really come into her own, I think, with
Oh,
season
yeah.
three so far. And how
Yes.
much of season three have you seen
I've seen up
complete?
to where everyone else has seen. Like I'm only on episode three. I haven't seen any more. I'm like watching it same as everyone else.
And we love that there is home base and we have the Ark. So it's actually two shows in one, which is very
Yes.
different from last season.
There's just so much going on now. And I think it's great because it really keeps the audience like, I mean, the audience has to be on it. They have to be like, okay, we're here, we're here, we're here, we're here. Because
Mhm.
there's not only the storylines within each space, so like on the arc and on home base, but it's like all the different relationships that are forming on either one, like, and stuff is
Mhm.
going on in both. So it's like before it was just like one intense storyline. Now it's like two intense
At
storylines.
least. And I think
Yeah.
I have my own notebook to keep track because there is so when well, you got the first script for season three, how exciting was that to see what was going to happen in season three,
You know,
episode one?
we'd had whispers of like the splitting, the home base, that there was going to be like two shows going on in one.
Mhm.
But the surprise, of course, of like what Bryce, like we were like, what? Because obviously it was like, what? And we knew something like that was going to happen because I don't know if you already know, like
Yes.
Richard wasn't there with us until, like a month and a half in. And
Yeah.
so we actually filmed episode two, then episode three, and then came back to episode one. So we
Ah.
filmed it all jumbled. So actually, wait, I'm now like remembering everything. I believe we actually read episode two before we read episode one.
Ah.
And so obviously in episode two, we're like, hang on a second, wait, what? Did Bryce die? So it
Well,
was
that's
kind of
what
one
that's
of
what we've been told by all the other people that we've had on so far, that
Yes.
yeah,
Bryce
Yeah.
is dead, and
yeah.
they say get used to it. So
Yeah, so that was like a shocker.
Mhm.
Um, and then the aliens, we were like, oh my gosh, there's aliens. Like, and obviously the curiosity of like, well, what did they look like? And what are they? And what, how do we fight them? And then, I mean, there was just so much
Mhm.
to understand. Um, yeah.
and we are
Mhm.
looking forward to seeing what all that brings about,
Yeah.
because that's
Yeah.
And
it
even
it is crazy.
at the beginning, when we see the bridge again, there have been some upgrades, it looks like,
To the bridge or to the,
to
because I,
the bridge. The
to the bridge,
bridge.
I
Yes.
I mean, there's always upgrades. Don't forget. I mean, new season upgrades.
Mhm.
um, but we've also, I mean, Trust is still like one of the top people. I mean, he designed the arc, so it's safe to say he could have like added new stuff, or I don't know. There's reasons.
Mhm.
I don't know what those reasons are, but there's reasons.
And
Um,
yeah, and Kimmy has her own place on the bridge.
Yes, she's like now co-pilot. So that is a definitely level up, because obviously we started off security last season. But she always knew how to pilot, and obviously when season 2 ended and Garnett kind of was like, who's gonna join me? I think it's very clear, like Kimmy, to in season 2 she made such an alliance with or she it was just a deep respect for Garnett, that she was like, yeah,
Absolutely.
you know, especially after her experience with Evelyn Maddox, having to follow a leader who she just didn't believe in, who just went against everything that she stood for, to then have someone like Garnett, it was just like, yeah. And I think that, for me at least, like I feel that Kimmy's really gone from like, this is my new crew to this is my new family. I feel like that's the transition that we see her kind of go through in this season.
Mm-hmm. And because there'd been a lot of conflict between Kimmy and Felix initially.
But they ended up like, I think they both are quite similar, and I think that's why there was such conflict. I mean, they're tough exterior, warm in the middle. Although the warm in the middle part doesn't really come out that often. But I think, and they both kind of like have very strong morals, except that maybe they weren't as aligned previously, but now they're like on the same team.
Yes, that was good to
Mm,
see.
mm.
Now, and a new element has come onto the bridge in
Yes.
Admiral Hammond.
Oh, Admiral Hammond. What an interesting character.
Hmm. And well, he when he comes on the bridge for the first time, and he's wearing Bryce's top
Yeah.
with his name
It's
tag on it.
it's just a bit insensitive, really. I think it's interesting because obviously Admiral Hammond comes on and he's still part of the GSA. He's very much like following those kind of rules and orders. And it's like, but we're no longer GSA. Like, this is a whole different, way of working now.
Hmm.
And I think that even though they were on the same side, I think Captain Garnett has now like created a new ecosystem and a new way of kind of, I don't know, living, I guess. That means that when Admiral Hammond comes with his very strict GSA codes, that doesn't care for like family, which essentially like the arc one has become a family. It's not
Yeah.
just crews like a crew
Hmm.
sticking together.
Hmm.
This is a family now, and he just comes in like ready to leave Garnett and Ian. It's like, what do you mean? That's not how we work.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And I love your facial expressions. You use your face and your eyes so subtly, um, behind Hammond's back.
I know. There's a lot of like, what the fuck? Oh, sorry, am I allowed to say that? What the? Yeah,
Hmm.
yes. I think it's quite clear that Kimmy, from the get-go, she's like very apprehensive, especially because, she's worked with people who have power. She knows that that's not necessarily a good thing, right? Is this person just a power hungry person, or are they a good person? And if you start messing with my newfound family, well, then you're going to know
You've
about
got
it, which I
trouble.
think, yeah, yeah, exactly. And I
Mhm.
think,
Are you?
she
Let me.
does
I'm
what
gonna
she
put
has
up
to
a.
do.
I'm gonna put up a picture. Can you see?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. She doesn't like him.
Not too happy. Michael, did you want to take it for a
Yeah,
second? Or?
I want to take it a second because I wasn't going to ask this, but I think I'm going to. Is Díana, I think you had too much fun tasing the admiral. I really do. I mean, as Marsha would say, your facial expression. I mean, it says everything. And actually, we've got other people in the background that are going like, I can't believe she just did that. I mean, and he's gotta like, oh, that hurts, and you just,
Yeah.
oh, it's just too much.
Well, so here's the funny story. I was at, okay, so Aaron, first of all, Aaron Fontaine, who plays
Mhm.
Admiral Hammond, he's brilliant. Really cool to work with. Like, we had so much fun. And actually, I really got nervous because I was like, that, Kimmy's stick is frigging like the biggest one there. and and I was just like, okay, but if I'm gonna, like, where am I gonna hit? Like, I'm gonna hit right behind your shoulder blade. Is that gonna be sore? And so the first few times I did it, I did not go hard because I was so nervous that I was gonna, like, really poke him in the shoulder blade, or behind the shoulder blade. And they all had to go, no, Deanna, you have to just go for it. Like, it doesn't matter if it hurts, good, it will help me sell it more. And so, and then one of the stunt guys was like, and like, to make it look even more aggressive, like, give it a twist. And so then,
Ooh, ooh.
yeah. And so then once I got that, I was like, okay, so I'm going to go in and then I'm going to give it a bit of a twist. And that is what the final thing looked like. And it does, it looks aggressive, but no one was hurt.
That you're allowed
That
to
looks
talk about,
fierce.
right?
Yeah, yeah. No one was hurt. No one was hurt. No. It was
Mhm.
like it was good. And obviously Aaron did a great job at selling it as well.
He
Um,
did. He
He did.
did. He did.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Marsha, did you want to take it back? I got my little crazy question in there.
Sure. Well, and this leads to something that kind of we felt it might be coming, mutiny, actually.
Well, Kimmy's no stranger to mutiny, This is like the second time now.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
it's the second time, but it's always done like with heart. And as in, her heart is in the right place always, because she's defending like the good people, right? Because honestly, like, how could how can a stranger come and then suddenly take over the ship, leave your captain behind, and I'm expect like she's expected to do nothing? Like, there's no way, not after everything they
Too
went
much.
through in season
Mhm.
2, to like the trust that was gained, like, it just, she would never, like, she's one of the things with Kimmy is that she's very like duty bound, and her morals are just so strong, and it's like she will, I feel like Kimmy will defend Garnett
Hmm.
forever. Like, Garnett's become like, I don't know, like the sister
Mhm.
she never
Yeah.
she lost, like, in season 2 she lost one of her best friends. um and I feel like Garnett's become that, and obviously she's her captain as well, but it's like she will go with her to the end now. Like, that's, so
Mhm.
yeah, that's her girl. She's gonna like fight for her.
Mhm. And
Yeah.
you and Alicia have developed a strong camaraderie as well.
Yeah, I think there was like an acknowledgement that we're both, Kimmy and Alicia are both there, like, for the same reason. Like, they look up to Garnett so much, and it's like they will do anything to go to save their captain, basically their friend. Um, and it was really lovely working with Stacey, because Kimmy and Alicia are so different. They're like
They
the
are.
absolute opposites.
They
And
are.
so, especially when they were like strategizing and she's there trying to like science it, and Kimmy's like, well, here's plan B. I'm just gonna tase him. So I just loved that it was two very different ways of working coming together
Mhm.
for the mission. And I found, and it
Mhm.
was really fun. It was really fun to work with
Mhm.
her.
Mhm. As your character has developed, what are some of the things that you like most about Kimi Joma?
She's just so she's so fun to play. I think because she's so different to me. Like, I'm so like giggly and girly, and then Kimmy's just like tough, and it's like she's just like really sarky. I love how sarky she is. and like
Mhm.
all the like internal eye rolls and side eyes and like her little like biting comments, because it's like Deanna would never do that. Like I just would never. Like I'm too nice.
Ah,
But Kimmy, she's allowed to do all of those things, all those like witty, sarcastic comments, and I love that. I that's the most fun. Um, yeah,
yeah. And I did want to give you a couple of shout outs to from fans who aren't able to be here because we're all over the world, and some of them it's like 2 a.m. in the morning there.
fair
But
enough.
now, Nathan, you may remember for your first visit here, he's in Australia, and
Yes, I
he's
remember.
yeah, and he wanted to say hi and how he is so happy that you came back this season. And Danny also is another fan who was not able to be here because some people work during the day.
Yeah, fair enough. Hey, listen, I know everyone's having to accommodate, and this is 7 p.m. This is evening for me here in the
Hmm.
UK, but I get it. Like, especially because the
Hmm.
show's only in the US coming out at the moment, right? So,
Right. Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah. And
fair
last
enough.
when you were on our show the last time, you said you had an aunt in Florida who
Mm,
had been watching the show. Is she still
yes.
watching?
So yes, she really wants to, but she's been so busy with work. She's like, I'm going to, once I get a moment, I'm gonna like breathe and I'm gonna watch it, because she was also like, I can't believe it's taken this long to come out. And when it finally comes out, I'm swamped with work and I don't have any time to watch it. But she's like been saying, okay, soon, soon, soon. Once this workload calms down, I'm gonna catch up.
She's gonna catch
But
up.
also, I feel that because she was really the last season, she was just like, oh, I have to wait every week. I just want to binge it all. So I think that she actually would prefer to wait a little bit more, so then she can just watch it all back to back. Different preferences.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I fans have different takes on different characters. And have you been able to get some of that feedback from fans about how they have come to really adore your work?
I mean, yes, I've heard, like, I've seen a few comments here and there, but I think. Well, no, but tell me more, because I feel like I think that it's just because Kimmy's kicking ass in this
Mm,
first 3 episodes. I think she's really
yes.
proving herself as a valuable member of
Hmm.
the arc,
Yeah.
and I think because she's showing up and she's really fighting. Like, obviously, everyone loves Garnett, and
Hmm.
then you have somebody else who's like there fighting her corner. Of
Hmm.
course, I can imagine that the fans are going to enjoy like seeing.
Hmm.
Yeah, I hope, because I feel like she, last season people didn't trust her, but I think that she's gone out of her way to
No.
like prove herself
Hmm.
now, and now she's like, yeah, now I'm showing up even more.
Yes, because we really didn't know where you or your character was going to land, which side of
Mm,
the fence it was going to be. So, um,
yeah.
and I did want to jump back a second to show this was at the beginning of the season, and you were gathered
Mm,
around the table and talking about Bryce and how
yeah.
to honor him.
Mm.
What was that like? Thinking about.
Yeah, that was, I mean, it was, again, it was weird because we hadn't shot it yet. And so there was a feeling of like, okay, guys, like, because and Christy got us together before that scene, and she kind of like did a little pep talk, like, okay, we've just lost like a core person, and regardless of like the fact that me and Bryce have this kind of like quippy relationship, he's still like
Mhm.
a good person. Like, just because like he is, I feel like there's like a bit of a quippy sibling relationship between Kimmy. Like, she likes to like prod him, because he's so
Yes.
easy to like, those who where you're just like jabbing, like, ha 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 ha.
You're so
So I feel like
pretty.
that. Yeah, exactly. He's just so easy to rile up, but it doesn't mean that they hate each other. Like, I think that towards the end, they actually started to kind of, okay, tolerate each other. And it was really sad, obviously, because the collective energy for that scene, obviously you have Ian, who didn't really know him that well, but you have two people, and Garnett, who at this point Kimi really looks up to. She can see that her friend is really hurting. So there was just a heaviness in that scene that we got to, that was like, yeah. I mean, I hope it showed. I hope it came across that that
Yes.
kind of heaviness.
Yes, it did.
Losing a teammate, a valuable teammate, and then for Garnett losing like a brother.
Yes, and we were there with you. We were there right with you.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Michael.
Yes, you were talking about, you want to know what the fans think.
Oh yeah.
Well, here's one. Karen Hopkins. I like your character. I didn't at first because you were killing people without knowing their stories and how they ended up Eastern Federation. And come on, how sure were you that they were threats and needed to be killed? But you've turned out to be okay, and I like you on the bridge. That says it all.
That's a big
Díana, that says it
right
all.
That's hilarious. Although it was Lati who was doing the killing, because like
Well, you were
Kimi
associated with it, though. You see,
but I was trying to tell her, no, we're meant to like capture them. Kimi was still like moral bound, duty bound, and all of this. Like, but Lati was the one who was like, let's kill them. So yeah.
Yeah, so that's an interesting take, though. I thought,
Yeah.
You were not a likable character. Even Felix didn't like you. I mean, that was last season. That was too much.
I know. No, there was some
trying
good
to prove
moments
to him that you were a nice person.
I know. That was a great scene. Like, I remember that scene. Working with Pavle on that scene was awesome. And at the end, where I'm like, like, I'm gonna get you. Yeah, I remember that. That was fun.
Now, this is a totally off the wall thing, and you might not have seen this from what I've been told. Did you see Pavle's performance in The Librarians?
I saw a clip of it, but I didn't see the whole thing. But oh my goodness, he was terrifying in the little bit that I saw.
Yes,
Totally sold it though.
Yes,
totally. Like like a vampire he played, right?
Yes, he played a vampire.
Yeah. I mean, brilliant casting for him.
Yeah, because I was told by another guest we had on that was in The Librarians, that's from the UK, and he says it hasn't been shown there yet.
The Librarians?
Yeah.
No. I know, everything comes here so late.
That's honestly a shame.
It is.
That was a fun first season, and they're starting the second season now. But and you filmed right next to them.
I know.
It's like,
I know. Yeah, I think we went out for it was one of the directors' birthdays, and that was the one time that I met up with the Librarians cast.
Oh, really?
Some of them, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Which ones did you get to meet just for fun? If you remember.
Oh my gosh. I mean, yes, but like, wait, so Bluey.
Oh, Bluey's cool, yeah.
Yes.
And oh my God, you're putting me on the spot, because I'm like, wait, I know their names, but now you've asked me, and I'm like, oh.
Well, describe them, and then we can.
Well, the beautiful tough one.
Jessica Green.
Yes, Jessica. Yeah. So I met Blue and Jessica. Yes, those were the only two that I met, actually.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's they're fun. They're fun. We've had Bluey on. And, and he was really something. And
they were a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I think they have fun filming The Librarians. So that's what's fun about that.
The difference is that their cast is a lot smaller compared to ours.
Yes,
Yeah,
because they're
very
theoretically
much so.
past is 4.
Oh, yeah.
And then they got a 5th one who we've had on, and she's in and out. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
yeah. But then you've got how many?
I couldn't tell you. I feel like we have a picture of like
You have
quite
8
of
of
like
the
them.
people. I think 8. Is that? I'm trying to remember the picture now.
No, I feel like there was about 12 of us in the picture at least.
Maybe, yeah, but it was a lot. It was more than
There was a
more than the
lot.
librarians. So yeah,
No, for
A
sure, for
lot.
sure.
Mm.
Mm.
but hey, that works out. Now, before I go back to Marcia, what do you think is the best change that has come across your character since from season 2 to season 3? And
Well,
don't go past episode 3, please.
no,
Mm.
no. The best change is that like she's just, I think I've already said it. I think
You might have, but yeah.
she's gone from like, she's gone from trying to fit into this new arc and understanding how this new crew works to fully being committed to them and seeing them not only as her fellow crew members but seeing them as her family. And I
Mhm.
think that that's been the shift, and I think that you can really see that in the way that she's like coming across and standing up for them
Mhm.
and fighting for them, you know, because she's really trying to fight like in that when they're all trying to like run away from the aliens, and it's like Garnet is almost not gonna make it because obviously Bryce is being eaten by this alien, and she's just like, I remember filming that scene and it was just like I screamed her name like so loud because it was like come, like we can't lose you too, and it was so intense. That day filming was so intense because it was just like, oh yeah, oh there's no like, there's I she knows for certain who she cares about now.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah. And like and it just goes back to family. Like Garnet and the Ark are her family now.
Mm.
Mhm.
Well, just so you know, those aliens that were in episode 1 have a name now
What are they
because we
called?
because we talked about we had the 2 people that created them on, and Marcia, because it was Marcia's.
Well, yeah, I told them that I had been calling them beasties, and and they liked that
They
name,
liked
so
it.
they
The
took to it.
Beasties.
So now they that's the semi-official name for them, the beasties.
The Beasties. Gosh, the Beasties were
Oh,
pretty scary.
they were. Oh, poor Bryce. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, no, that was
And
not cool.
poor semi doctor, whoever she was. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, the doctor. Yes, I almost forgot about her.
Yes. She
The red
died
shirt.
pretty.
yeah, the
Yeah.
red shirt of the yeah. Mhm.
It
Hmm.
was a quick one for her.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we introduce her, and like Sharon says, um, I'm sorry I didn't really get to know you very well, blah blah blah. But you're on this, away team, and then it's like,
Mhm.
wow.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She was the first to go, sadly. She didn't have any military experience, you know, either. She kind of like froze and she was out.
And she was out. Yeah,
Mm.
Mhm.
I mean, it was not what that whole first episode is not what I expected at all.
No, I don't think
So,
anyone expected that at
no.
all.
We're still examining it. We're
Hmm.
still looking at it. When you were just talking about the development of Kimmy, and I have this shot as
Aw,
because
yeah,
no way would this have happened before.
no, at all. And I think that's exactly what I mean. It's like her allegiance has changed. I mean, her allegiance shifted obviously from Maddox to Arc One, but I think I think there really is like some kind of sisterhood that's like formed now. And I think it's lovely. It's lovely because Kimmy hasn't had that, you know. The previous female in power that she followed abused that power and did atrocious things. And now you have like Garnett, who's like all Garnett wants to do is just like save people. She's a good person, she's fair.
Mhm.
And and that, like, you know, has allowed for this softer part of Kimmy to come through, you know. And I loved that scene. It was very emotional because obviously like Alicia and Kimmy have like done all this like mutiny, like everything, and they've like almost lost Garnett, and then she tells them off. It was
Yeah,
like, oh,
but she
but
she had to. She had to do that.
of course, she had to, just, you know, to be like, hey, girls, listen, that wasn't cool, but it was cool, really. Like, thank you.
Thank you for saving me. Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then when she does that at the end, that was kind of like it got me so emotional so many times when we were filming, because I was like, this is it. This is like, I think, you know, I don't, you know, Kimmy hasn't had family since leaving Earth.
Mhm.
And then to have found this beautiful new bond, and to be able to like go into her like softer side, because she is so like hard and tough, and she's always like, you know, with her baton and her gun, and it's like she's just this tough fighter. um and she doesn't let many people in, and so in that moment, in that scene, you can really see how much she cares for Garnett. And
Yes.
Now,
yeah,
before Marcia goes, I go back to Marcia. I'm going to steal it for a minute. I want to know, how many times did you have to film that scene?
that scene, I feel like it was a tough one, because I think that on paper, you know, I think Christy, from my memory, she was just like, "Oh, I feel really awful having to tell you off after you've just done all of this." You know, obviously you have the actor
Mhm.
kind of going, "Oh," but then, you know, so I think we kind of did it in a few ways until we found that really nice soft spot of like,
Mhm.
she was doing it because she had to tell us
Yeah.
off, right?
Yeah.
But then ultimately when she says thank you, and you could see how tender it was, and it was like, I mean, it broke my heart a little. Like, I definitely shed a tear in like a couple of the takes when it wasn't on me, because I was like, oh, this is
Aw.
so, it's just so sweet, you know. I think the women are tested a lot on this show, and you know, other than like Ava, you don't see a lot of them be able to be vulnerable, because it's always life and death. You know, they're
Yes.
always
Yeah.
having to just, oh, be so stoic and tough. And especially someone like Garnett, who hasn't had those moments of, you know, she's also had a really difficult relationship to like, can I have friends? Like,
Yeah.
do I have to be a captain? Can I have a lover? Can I have friends? Can I be a normal person? I'm a clone. Like, oh my goodness. Like, I grew up in a lab. I have tardigrade DNA. Like, can I have normal relationships? I think is a really big deal that she's been able to like have all these friendships. You know, she has it with Ava, she has it with Dr. Kabir, and it's like, I think it's really beautiful to see how she's um like all these beliefs that she had of herself,
Mhm.
like they're just all coming
Yeah.
down. And yeah, I'll say
And,
that
and
about
and
that.
poor Ava, she has had an interesting
Oh my
two
goodness.
and a half seasons.
It's non-stop for her. I know. I wouldn't want to be her. Like, I don't have words. It's very intense what she, oh my gosh, the girl can't catch a break.
No, no, can't at all. From episode one, season one.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's not fair. Okay, Marcia, I took it over. Sorry, Marcia.
No. Well, the clones. When Garnett finally gets back to Arc One, and Kimmy and the others see the other. What was going through Kimmy your mind when you saw what was going on the other ship, Arc 22?
Oh my goodness. Okay, that scene, I think that was the first time that we actually met Jill, like on
Mhm.
Yes,
set.
Yeah.
yes.
Um, and Christy had obviously been like, toying with some ideas, and like I'd heard whispers of like a purple dress or like bright colors and eyelashes, and like, so I definitely knew that Jill was going to be very different to Garnett. But obviously, seeing it there, we were all just like we didn't have to act because it was so cool to see the transformation, and we were like, what? Who is she right
Yeah, the
now?
Southern accent and all that. And yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And like this fabulous, and like all the mannerisms and the little giggles and the girliness, which is like so stripped away from Garnett. Garnett's not been allowed to, like what I just said, she's not been allowed to do any of that, to really go into her soft side. And then you see Jill, who has totally been allowed to be like ultra feminine and girly and like giggly, and like
Telling her
she's
what
just,
lipstick she needs to use because it works
yeah.
for them. It's like, oh,
I
cool.
know. And it's just like the self-belief, like I'm gorgeous. Like we're gorgeous. And I loved it. I thought it was brilliant, and I loved I think that was one of my only interactions with Jill, but I loved that day because it was just such a different energy, you know?
Hmm.
Hmm.
It brought so much lightness as well to the scene,
Yeah.
and especially because I think when we're in the ready room, normally, well, it's all like business and strategy, and it's
Mhm.
quite intense in the ready room. And this was one of the first ready room scenes that we were like, well, this is fun. Yeah. Obviously, the scene ends with a massive revelation,
A
but it
massive
was fun.
revelation.
Yeah, massive revelation.
Hmm. Of course, we can't wait to see what comes next, and it's set up for the rest of the season. It's going to be, I'm sure, full of even more surprises and
Hmm.
secrets and all that. So, um,
So much more.
speaking of, fancy earrings and whatnot, we know that you have some of your lovely earrings on. So, update us on your earring collection.
Well, let me tell you about these. Okay, so these have a little story because I actually made these myself
Oh, cool.
when I was visiting. So I actually went to visit Christy in Vancouver this year. I went and I spent like a week and a half with her, and in I don't know, in one of the stores, they just happened to be like beads and jewelries making like you can just go and make your own jewelry, which I didn't know was a thing that you could do, like in
Oh
just
yeah.
yeah. And I was like, what? So I think we went in there, and Christy was exhausted because we were doing a workshop in Vancouver, and it was like after this workshop, and I went in there and I was like, oh my gosh. And I probably spent an hour. I was like choosing the beads, and I decided that I have to become a jewelry maker at some point in my life now,
Uh-huh.
because it was just like, it was honestly so fun. Um, but yes, my jewelry collection, my earring collection, should I say, keeps growing. Although I'm calming down. I'm calming down because
Hmm.
I've now gotten into plants, and that has become my new obsession. Oh yeah, except I can't take plants with me, obviously. But like now, like that's my current, like,
Hmm.
I get really excited looking after my plants. Here's one.
Oh, good, because now what is that? The kind of, I don't want to plant that. Well, it looks kind of like a philodendron, but
Yes,
oh,
exactly.
I
Yes,
got it.
it is.
Oh, you're
Wait,
good,
is that the
Marsha.
because I have the philodendron, and I have the devil's ivy as well. And I have a snake plant over there, and I have the Swiss cheese, the Monstera plant, and I have a few more. I have a growing
Mhm.
collection.
Well, that's something that we haven't seen too much of on the Ark is plants inside. Now, there's a lot of
Mm.
green outside.
Well,
Hmm.
yes, on the planet. On the planet, there's a lot of yeah, and I'm
Mhm.
sure I think we'll explore the planet a bit more. You'll get to see some more of
Yeah,
the
of
planet.
course. Yeah.
Mm.
So we know some of your hidden talents and your jewelry making. We're going to look forward to that. And, and some of your and actually the further adventures of Christy and Deanna because we
Yes.
remember your adventures from the last time.
Well, listen, we went on more adventures. When I went to Vancouver, oh my goodness, I mean, we had lots of adventures. First of all, Vancouver is absolutely stunning. I was just blown away by the beauty of the nature out there.
Was that the first time
Um,
you'd been there?
Yes. Yeah, I would never have thought to go to Vancouver if it wasn't for the fact that Christy lived there. Like I really just went to visit her. But now I've been telling everyone, I was like, you have to go to Vancouver. It's stunning. Like, and especially as somebody who is a nature lover, um,
Yeah.
I loved that it has everything. It has the mountains, it has the sea, it's got like beautiful forest parks. I was wow. And one day we did go up to, oh, I can't remember. I'm terrible with names. I can't remember the mountain we went up, but we went up to see the grizzly bears. Not, I mean, who were
Mm.
not in the wild. They were in a enclosed nature reserve. But we did
Oh,
get
thank
to
goodness.
see, yeah, no, because otherwise they would have probably killed us, if we just went to see a random grizzly bear. They had been adopted from when they were cubs, like they were orphaned
Mm.
and they'd been taken into this nature reserve. And my goodness, this is such a huge animal. Like
Yeah.
we weren't that far. I'd say we were like about 15 meters away, and I was just like, I mean, the beasties have
Wow.
nothing on the grizzly. I
No.
don't know. I was like, now that is a beast of an animal. Like, wow. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. But anyway, Christy and I have many, many, many adventures. I think that's also why it's been so easy to have that, like to have Kimmy be so um supportive, no, so not enamored, but like she has Garnett's back so much, because in real life, like Christy's one of my best friends, like she's become one of my best friends,
Mhm.
um
Mhm.
which has been amazing. Like what a gift that the show has given me, a new
Isn't that
bestie.
wonderful? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And as one of my final questions is, um, there's so many reality shows out here now. They're the cooking shows and the adventure shows and the quiz shows and the dancing shows. If you had to be on as a contestant or participant on a reality show,
Oh
what
my
do you think?
goodness.
Yeah, what do you think you might choose?
That's a really tough one, because both, like, just thinking about that question gives me anxiety. I'm just like, oh my gosh,
Oh
I can't
no!
think of
Oh no!
anything worse. Because the thing is, like, I really enjoy dancing. So
Ah.
I'd be like, oh yeah, I'd go to do what, but then if it was like in a competitive way, that I wouldn't enjoy it as much. And it's the same with cooking. I really enjoyed cooking, but it's
Mhm.
because I have the freedom to just cook what I want. If it's like
Mhm.
somebody's testing how good my cooking is, I'd be like, oh my
Mhm.
goodness, I don't know. Like, I enjoy it just for the
Mhm.
fun of it. As soon as it's like in competition,
Mhm.
I don't know. And I wouldn't do anything like survival, because I think I'd just be terrible. No, I don't know how long I'd survive
Or you
in the wild.
and Christy could do what's that the Amazing
Amazing,
Race where
amazing race.
you go around
What
the
was
world
that?
and go
They
you
go
you
I
around
don't
the
know
world
it.
in teams and they do challenges
in different
and they try to be first to finish off the challenges. And they
Whoa.
travel. Oh, let's see. I think the last season that I saw, they went all to Europe and they were in all different countries in Europe. They travel around There's like
Bicycle.
13
I mean, that sounds
episodes.
great.
Yeah,
I mean, that sounds way more fun. That sounds cool.
yeah,
I didn't know about that reality TV show. I feel like the
yeah,
ones that I know about are like Traitors, or do you have
yeah.
that one over there? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, no, all of that. It just gives me too much anxiety. It's like, no.
We'll
I
do
like
it.
make believe. Make believe is good. That's why I'm an actor. Reality
We'll,
is just like scary.
we'll do a new reality show. Cook because I want to, and if you like it, okay.
Exactly. And if you don't, just eat it
Oh well.
anyway.
I'm gonna make jewelry now.
There you go. There you go.
Thank you so much for being with us. It's
No,
again, it's
thank
been
you.
wonderful.
Thank you. I'm
Of course,
so
we want
glad
you back.
that people are enjoying Kimmy. And yes,
Mhm.
we'll see. We'll see, because this is only episode 3. We've got
Yeah, we
so
got a
many
lot of
more
things
to
to go.
go. We've
Mhm.
got a lot. Oh,
9
I'm
more.
so excited. I'm so excited for everyone to keep watching, because I had so much fun this season. And there's just so many like little memories that I have, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait for you guys to see that.
Yeah,
And you can talk about
So
it to us. Yes.
yeah,
love
but
it,
there's
love it,
just
love it.
so much. There's so much, and none of it you're going to expect, and it's going to be brilliant. And
Yeah.
keep enjoying it.
Yes. Well, we'd love to have you back on later in the season so you can
Mhm.
spill the other stuff.
Yes, of
But
course.
now this is a question like Marsha would have asked to Kimmy.
Juno
I-
Project.
You got it. And this is from Karen Hopkins. Who do you think is Kimmy's DNA match for mating?
I don't know. I've been really thinking about that too, and I
Really
I
good.
don't. It's for the writers to write. Like, I don't know who it is. I don't feel like anyone's really.
Good enough. No.
No. No. Um, mm, I'm like thinking of a character that comes up later on that might have been a potential, but they haven't
Not
come
yet.
up yet, so I can't say.
Yeah, well, there you go. So, and please don't. We don't want you to get in trouble. So.
We'll
Well,
explore that later in
that's
the season.
a question for Karen to see if she spots who I might think it is
There
when
you
they
go.
appear
Hi,
later.
Karen.
Mhm. There you go. There's so many things. As you said, it's 12 episodes. We've only seen 3.
Mm.
And that's 9 more to go. So a lot of things.
Yes, so much, so much. Oh, you're in for a treat.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you again, Díana,
Thank
for
you.
coming on. And I hope that you can join us again later.
Yeah, sure, of
But,
course.
But everybody out there, thank you for coming.
Yes.
I was going to throw up. I'm going to do it. I'm going to throw it up again because I should have. And I was just going to say we've got one more ARC guest scheduled right as of right now. There's going to be more coming. And we have Ryan Adams coming on the 28th of August. That's Angus, for those that don't know who the actor is, at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific time, and 7 p.m. in the UK. So we're excited about that. We do have more coming, but as I said, they all have decided what episode they want to come after, and most of them are later in the season, but we do have
Must
other
be
people
stuff
coming
going
at the
on.
beginning. Lots of stuff going on. So everyone take care, and we'll see you again next time.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Díana. Thank you.
Bye.